Hi, boys and girls, this is Miss Smith. We are going to learn about Faith Ringgold today for Black History Month. She was born in New York City on October 8th, 1930, and she is 90 years young. She is an African-American artist and author. She is famous for her story quilts that focus on African-American history, and she uses her art to fight for the civil rights of African-American people. I'm going to read you her story, Tar Beach, and then we are going to draw a cityscape. So as I'm reading the story, pay attention to the illustrations, which are the pictures of the story. Miss Ringgold created the pictures, and she wrote the words. Pay attention to the pictures because we're going to make a cityscape. Tar Beach. I will always remember when the stars fell down around me and lifted me up above the George Washington Bridge. I could see our tiny rooftop with Mommy and Daddy and Mr. and Mrs. Honey, our next-door neighbors, still playing cards as if nothing was going on. And BB, my baby brother, was lying real still on the mattress, just like I told him to, his eyes like huge floodlights tracking me through the sky. Sleeping on Tar Beach was magical. Lying on the roof in the night with the stars and skyscraper buildings all around me made me feel rich, like I owned all that I could see. The bridge was my most prized possession. Daddy said that the George Washington Bridge is the longest and most beautiful bridge in the world, and that it opened in 1931 on the very day I was born. And Daddy worked on that bridge, hoisting cables, and since then I've wanted that bridge to be mine. Now I have claimed it. All I have to do is fly over it for it to be mine forever. I could wear it like a giant diamond necklace. Or just fly above it and marvel at its sparkling beauty. I can fly, yes, me, fly. Cassie Louise Lightfoot, only 8 years old and in the 3rd grade, and I can fly. That means I am free to go wherever I want for the rest of my life. Daddy took me to see the new Union building he is working on. He can walk on steel girders high up in the sky and not fall. They call him the Cat. But he still can't join the union because Grandpa wasn't a member. Well, Daddy's going to own that building because I'm going to fly over it and give it to him. Then it won't matter that he's not in their old union anyway. He'll be rich and won't have to stand on 24-story high girders and look down. He can look at his building going up. And Mommy won't cry all winter when he goes to look for work and doesn't come home. And Mommy can laugh and sleep late like Miss Honey. And we can have ice cream every night for dessert. Next, I'm going to fly over the ice cream factory just to make sure that we do. Tonight we're going up to Tar Beach. Mommy is roasting peanuts and frying chicken, and Daddy will bring home a watermelon. And Mr. and Mrs. Honey will bring the drinks and the old green card table. And then the stars will fall around me and I will fly to the Union building. I'll take BB with me. He has threatened to tell Mommy and Daddy if I leave him behind. I have told him it's very easy. Anyone can fly. All you need is somewhere to go that you can't get to any other way. The next thing you know, you're flying among the stars. The end. And there is a picture of Miss Faith Ringgold again. And now, boys and girls, we're going to switch over and I'm going to show you how we're going to create a cityscape. This is a cityscape. It's like a landscape, but a landscape is a picture of an urban cityscape. Okay, so it's a project in honor of Faith Ringgold and her book Tar Beach for Black History Month. A cityscape is a picture of an urban landscape. Our essential questions is, what is a cityscape? I just told you. Who is Faith Ringgold and how did she use a picture to tell a story? And we're going to learn some drawing lessons. How do I draw? Our vocabulary is cityscape, detail, pattern, vertical, horizontal. And as we go through this, I will show you how to do it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw. You're going to get a sheet of paper, a pencil, and an eraser, and colors. I forgot to put the colors on there. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to draw 4 rectangles. The rectangles should touch the bottom of the paper. They should be different sizes, some tall, some short, some thin, some wide. And remember to draw big and to fill up the paper, no little itty-bitty stuff. The next thing you're going to do is draw 2 little dots on each rooftop. So one here and one here, one here and here, 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 and here, here. So 2 little dots on each rooftop. The dots are guides to help you know where to draw your next lines. Starting at 1 dot, draw a vertical line. This is vertical. Vertical is straight up and down. Then a horizontal line. Horizontal means side to side. And another vertical line up and down. So from 1 dot to the next. So starting at this dot, draw a line. Go up, across, and down. Up, across, and down. Up, across, and down. Up and across, and then over here, up and across. Remember, vertical line goes up and down, and horizontal line goes side to side. Now it's time to add the details. A detail is a small part of the whole picture. The details help the picture look more interesting. Artists love details. So adding rooftops, windows, flagpoles, doors, signs, all those things are details. So this is your drawing of your buildings. And remember, your drawing does not have to look perfect, nor should it look just like mine. Have fun and be creative and make this your own. Draw rooftops. Think of different ways to draw a roof. Look at the pictures at the end of the video for ideas. Erase any unnecessary lines. See where I drew the round rooftop called a dome? And over down below, I erased these lines here. I drew a diagonal line here for fun, and I erased that part right there, and I drew that line back. Okay? So you might need to erase some lines that you won't need anymore. Some buildings can have the same rooftops. So this building and that building have the same rooftop. And this one. So try to make a different rooftop for at least 4 buildings. And next, we're going to add more details. Add windows. Think of different ways to draw windows. As you draw windows, you will be creating patterns. Patterns are one of an artist's favorite things. So notice the pattern here. A pattern is something that repeats. Square, 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 square. That's a pattern. So think of different ways to draw windows, which creates patterns. Add other details like flagpoles, radio towers, and other textures like bricks and stones. Also, you can add clouds, airplanes, and signs. Those are other examples of details. And I drew a picture of myself flying, just like Faith Ringgold in her story Tar Beach. So of course now it's time to add color. Use different colors. The buildings right next to each other should be a different color. This adds something called contrast. So don't put 2 orange buildings next to each other. And if you're using crayons or colored pencils, press really hard or soft to get light and dark. So you press hard, you get a light. When you press hard, you get a dark, and when you press light, you get a light. So I pressed hard on the blue building, but light on the sky with my crayon. And then color the windows a different color from the building. So I colored yellow windows with a purple building. I made yellow windows in a green building, but I did break my own rule and did blue windows on a blue building and brown windows on a brown building. So there's really not a right or wrong way to do it, boys and girls. The right way is if you are creative and you have fun and it's really interesting to look at. So please post your lovely cityscape to Seesaw. If you forgot how to post to Seesaw, just go to Class Dojo, the Art Channel in Teams, to click the link to Padlet, and you'll get the directions on how to post to Seesaw. All right, have fun, and I look forward to seeing your cityscapes, boys and girls, and let's have a good Black History Month. We are going to learn about more African American artists as the month goes on. So All right, see you next week. I look forward to seeing your artwork. Bye-bye.